temptation has overtaken you except what is common to mankind. And God is faithful. He will not let you be tempted beyond what you can bear. But when you are tempted, not if, but when you are tempted, he will also provide a way out so that you can endure it. Oh, that's a good place to give a praise break and a shout right there. Because what God is saying, I know you're going to be tempted, but I've already built into a system that says I'm going to be with you no matter what you go through. No matter what's thrown your way, I'm going to be with you, and I'm not going to let you be tempted above what you can handle. So that means if the temptation comes your way, you have the ability to overcome it. You have the ability to walk through it. You have the ability to grow through it. So sometimes the temptation should remind you of how awesome you are, because if I wasn't this awesome, the temptation wouldn't be so big. Something the Lord gave me that I've used over and over, and some of you have heard me say it, and I'm going to say it again. The Lord just spoke to me one time and said, have you ever seen a person use a bazooka to kill an ant? Never seen that in my entire life. And then God spoke this to me. He said, the size of the weapon and the intensity of the attack shows you how much your enemy has respect for you. If the devil can just squash me with his fingers, then I'm operating like an ant. But if the devil has to bring all his artillery, that means he thinks I'm something even if I don't think I'm something. So the temptation lets you know you are somebody. So if the devil is throwing everything in the kitchen sink at me, he's letting me know I'm somebody that he fears. So instead of crying and instead of falling back, I'm going to stand up to the challenge. I made up in my mind that if you're going to fight me like I'm a king, I'm going to act like a king. If you're going to fight me like I'm a warrior, I'm going to act like a warrior. I'm going to step up to the challenge, because devil, you're saying what you think about me. Evidently, I threatened you, because if I didn't threaten you, you wouldn't be messing with me like that. So bring the temptation on, because while you're tempting me, God is trying me. And you meant it for my evil, but God is working it for my good. When you read the story of Joseph, it seems so unfair. It seems so harsh and so rough. All he did was have a dream that he told his brothers. But by the time you see him go from the pit to the prison and end up in the palace, and he actually said that same phrase, you meant it for evil, but God meant it for my good. Devil, you are tempting me, but God is trying me through you tempting me, and I'm getting stronger while you're messing with me. Now, I may have actually fallen to the temptation, but in God, I never fall from grace. I fall into grace. And so even though I fell in the temptation, he lifted me up. And next time you tempt me, I won't fall like that, because God caught me and he lifted me up and he turned me around and he set me on solid ground. So bring the temptation on, because while you're tempting me, God is trying me.